break-dancing, drug-crazed academics, migraines, and massive loss of life are all connected by one small fungus.
Ergodism, or more specifically, Claviceps propria, has been prevalent in our knowledge for a long time and has been killing people for just as long. There are very early examples of ergot referenced in history. For example, a description on an Assyrian tablet in 600 BC described it as a noxious pustule on the ear of the grain. In the Middle Ages, vast epidemics of so-called St. Anthony's fire, which was what it was called because of St. Anthony was really good at helping people who had it. They named it after him, more or less, but not really. St. Anthony's fire disease were caused by the consumption of ergot-contaminated rye bread. However, midwives used ergot as an aid in childbirth and early abortion as well. This dual role of ergot persisted over centuries.
Mankind has known about Claviceps for a long time, and they're commonly associated with cold winters and rainy weather. They're commonly found in landgrass areas and, forests, meadows, salt marshes. Insects including flies and moths are carriers of the Candida claviceps, but it's unknown whether the insects actually carry the disease or not.
Clavis propria is also known as ergotism in the medical field. Usually, humans get ergotism by either consuming spoiled grains or ingesting liquids such as rye and beer. Ergotism is most common in rye and triticale, which is used in making rye stronger, a hybrid of rye and wheat, and it usually affects wheat and barley, but rarely oats. How does it affect the body? After ingesting ergot, the microbe begins to cause the victim extensive pain. There are two different types of symptoms. There can be convulsive and there can be gangrenous. Convulsive symptoms include painful seizures, spasm, diarrhea, paresthesia, itching. Mental effects include mania, psychosis, headaches, nausea, and vomiting. These types of symptoms usually affect the nervous system and the mental well-being of the victim. Gangrenous symptoms include dry gangrene as a result of vasoconstriction induced by alkaloids of the fungus. It affects the more poorly vascularized distal structures such as finger, toes, and the head. Symptoms include skin peeling, weak pulses, loss of peripheral sensation, edema, also known as swelling, and ultimately the death and loss of affected tissues. Don't consume stuff you find in the forest.
Be gluten-free.
Don't do shroomies.
Beautiful.